What is going on, YouTube? It is Omar. Today I'm bringing you guys a book review of The Power of One More by Mylett. I've been procrastinating on making this book review, but today is the day. And I'm just going to go over a couple of key lessons that I learned from this book, as well as things that I started to implement because of reading this. So, as the name implies, the power of one more is the core concept of it is always pushing yourself past that one more limit. Right when you think you're at the end of your set at the gym, you're going to do one more rep. You're going to do one more set. Let's say you're at the end of the day of your business meetings. You need to make one more phone call that you can postpone till tomorrow. Do it today. Do that one more. If you're out there running, let's say you're done with 4 miles, go that extra mile. Whatever it is in life, push yourself to do that one more, because it's doing that over the course of a long time where it's going to compound, right? Maybe not today, it's not going to compound. Okay, yeah, whatever. It's just one more mile today, or just one more phone call. But if you train your mind to always be pushing yourself to do those hard things, in the long run, it's going to become easy. When everybody else seems that it's hard, it's going to be easy for you because you've conditioned your mind to do that extra step. There's a couple quotes here that I wanted to read. And we're going to start it here from the beginning. Let's see. All right, so he says, when these tools are in sync, even when your conscious mind isn't actively working on your goals, your subconscious mind will always be pushing. Your mind always moves to what is most familiar with. When both your conscious and subconscious are engaged on your behalf, you're working on your goals all the time. Right? And this is because what he's referring to is always be thinking about those goals. Always be thinking about what you're going to do tomorrow or today that's going to help you get there. And if you're always thinking you believe it, there's no way that you can't achieve it. Right? Because we are what we think about at the end of the day. Whatever we think about most is what we're going to become. Whatever we think about most is what we will become at the end of the day. Because your thoughts are your words, and your words become your actions, and your actions become your results. I believe it's your beliefs are your thoughts, and your thoughts are your actions, and your actions are your results. It's kind of that string along there. Let's see, where's the next one that I really wanted to point out here. And he says, embrace the inconvenience of a way of life. This is one thing that I need to work on because I often don't do it. But it's something that's always in the back of my head. It's when you create your list of the day, let's say the beginning, or like you have your critical tasks of the day. On the top of the list, you're usually you're gonna put your easy stuff, like let's say get groceries, do laundry, make that business call, work out, and let's say write that report. The hardest thing is going to be writing that report that you're really just pushing off. But if you flipped it and you said you're going to start your day off doing the hard things, you're going to start by completing that report, making sure that it gets done, pushing the hard thing out of the way, then the next thing is easier. Let's say the second thing's your workout. You usually push that off, but no, I'm going to do the workout next. Then at the end of the day, you just have, a couple phone calls that you do. You already do that on the regular. And then do your laundry and get groceries. Keep the easy stuff last. But if you start with the easy stuff consistently, you're just going to be dreading the rest of the day. But if you start with the hard stuff, what's going to happen? The rest of the day is going to be easy. It's going to be chilling. You're going to be good. right? That's because doing the easy stuff is usually recommended and in some cases celebrated. Celebrate if you want. But all you're doing is celebrating being average and ordinary. Start by doing the difficult and inconvenient things first, because doing the hard things builds character. It separates you from the pack. When you do hard and challenging and inconvenient things, you soon realize your biggest and best and most amazing dreams are on the other side of the tallest hills you must climb. Because satisfaction and self-esteem comes from accomplishing inconvenient tasks. Right? Because you're actually going to be controversial if you start doing these things and implementing it every single day, because you're going to be controversial. Controversy is inconvenient, and inconvenience ruffles feathers. Because most people in their day-to-day life, they will go after the easy things and say, look, I got 3 things done out of my checklist today. I could push off whatever I have to do till tomorrow. But if you want a fulfilling and blissful existence, you must embrace inconvenience as a way of life. Wow. Let that sink in. If you want a fulfilling and blissful existence, you must embrace inconvenience as a way of life. Right? Because, and then he says this is what really sticks, because if you do this just one day, it's not going to matter. But think about the possibilities of when you stack up 1 month, 1 year, or a decade's worth of doing inconvenient things. What's that going to do? You're going to build a habit of doing inconvenient things into your life over time. Can you imagine how amazing that life would be? Can you? I'm trying to do that every single day, and I'm victim number 1, because I don't do this every day. But the days that I do, I feel great. I feel amazing. I'm like, wow, that was really good of you. Because then he says this: when you live a life of convenience, you're at odds with living a life of greatness. Right? And so that's what I'm really trying to focus on, is doing the hard things and then get to the easy, right? And this book goes across a whole multitude of one mores, right? I'm gonna read the contents here, because he says, 1 more identity, 1 more in living in your matrix, 1 more try, 1 more in the 5 principles of time management, 1 more emotion, 1 more association, 1 more dream, 1 more question to ask ourselves, 1 more goal, 1 more higher standard, 1 more impossibility thinkers and possibility achievers, 1 more habit, 1 more multiplier, 1 more inconvenience, 1 more in defining leadership, 1 more in my 11 leadership principles, 1 more degree of equanimity, 1 more prayer, and 1 more. This book, it really made me rethink of how I was living my life in the past, because yes, I was living a life of convenience. And will that set me apart from the pack? This is one thing that I always tell myself right here: if you want to be a part of the top 10%, you must be willing to do what the 90% don't do. And what the 10% do. What do the top 10% do? They don't do what the 90%, right? They're not out here living average lives. They're not out there drinking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then regrouping on Monday, and then you're not even back to full speed. You're still recovering Tuesday, and you're back to speed on Wednesday, and then they do the whole cycle again. Because that's average. That's the 90%. The 90% are always scrolling. They're not educating themselves. They're not reading books like this. They might be, but will they implement these tools that he gives you, that he lays out? I don't think so. And I mean, Ed Mylett as a person, he's been an entrepreneur for over 30 years and a motivational speaker. He's one of the best motivational speakers that I've listened to. He's up there with Tony Robbins, with Andy Frisella. He's one of those top guys. Miles Monroe. And if we build on top of these habits, we'll become unstoppable. Right? I literally have written on my whiteboard over there, it says, you are the top 10% from your mindset. Your mindset will set you apart from the pack. What you think about all day, or at most times, you will become. That's the strangest secret in the world. Because I've truly seen, I've been a part of the average life. You know? Doing things that everybody else does. And where did it get me? Nowhere. Nowhere. Until I realized that that's not what I wanted. I want to be a part of the top 10%. I want to be a part of the best. So what do I have to do? I have to do the exact same things that they're doing. And I mean, I'd highly recommend this book to anybody looking to kind of level up in life. Wanting that extra push. Wanting that one more. And if you do get it and you do read it, let me know what you guys thought. Because I'd really want to hear what you guys learned from this. Because it taught me a lot. So, this was my book review. This is more for myself than for you guys. This is for me to watch this video again when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling unmotivated, and realize what I need to do. Because it's through books like this, and not just reading the book, not just reading, oh yeah, I read it, but applying what this book says, and applying all other books you read, where you'll get the results. Because Alex Hormozy says this. Because even the most successful entrepreneurs, they're going to tell you, read all these books, read as much as you can. You could read it all day, but what's going to happen if you just read and didn't apply? Nothing. You're not going to move anywhere. So take the books that you read and apply them in your life. Don't just sit on them and leave that information in your mind, right? Actually apply it to your day-to-day, because that's where you're going to find the results. This book was cultivated over his whole life. It took him 30 years of working every single day and realizing that this is what needs to be done for him to write this book. It wasn't just a thought and the whim of, oh yeah, I'm mildly successful, let me write a book and see. It was years and years and years of hard work, dedication, that he got to where he's at. And that's something I forget all the time is it takes such a long time to build success, because we live in an age of social media where everything is now. I'm bored of this video, next. I'm bored of this video, next. Reels, scrolling TikTok, whatever. We live in an age of immediate satisfaction. If it doesn't happen now, I don't want it. If I don't get success tomorrow, I don't want it. And that's not reality. So I urge you guys, please get this book. It will change your life. Listen to The Strangest Secret in the World. 30-minute audiobook will also change your life. If you apply it, I literally have my note card right here. Carry this everywhere. Look at it every day when I wake up. And it simply says you have reached financial freedom. And you can make that out to however you want to be. Whatever your rule sets are. And on the back it says, ask and it shall be given to you, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. Earl Nightingale. I'm going to say it one more time. Ask and it shall be given to you, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. Because most of us are afraid to ask. Most of us are afraid to seek. Most of us are afraid to knock. But if we do that every single day, consistently, over time, putting in that one more effort, we'll achieve any result that we set our minds to. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. And I'll catch you guys at the next one. Take care. Stay blessed.